All hell is about to break loose, guys. All shit's hitting the fan. All hell's breaking loose in this organization. It is what it is. This is only the beginning of it. It's just gonna... All right, man. No cool intro music. Nothing. No sponsors. Nothing. I don't give a damn. We got to get right into this. My sister texted me this morning a Fourth and Jawn article. Fourth and Jawn Poscast. If you don't know who that is, I don't know. You've been under a rock or something. Go subscribe to their podcast. Listen to them. Good guys. They do pregame, postgame, all kinds of analysis of the Philadelphia Eagles. And they have a website, fourthandjawn.com, where they write articles. One of the hosts of the show apparently has an inside source that says... All right, Luke Stands, at Luke_Stands. Per our own Luke Stands, Eagles' Doug Pederson has been pushed to his breaking point and plans on stepping down after the 2020 season. Now, I got a lot of thoughts on this, but I got to read a little bit more into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the article just right here, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts on it. Here's a tweet from Luke Stanfield. It says, breaking, there are talks around the NFL that Eagles' Doug Pederson is extremely unhappy and will be stepping down after the 2020 season. This comes just a few weeks after a Bleeding Green reported Doug Pederson wouldn't be totally unhappy if he ends up getting fired. Luke then says, this source has been reported multiple times to me throughout the season and has been wholly and completely reputable. Now, I would like to think somebody that runs a podcast that is reputable and has a decent following in the Philadelphia area would not make up a story. The way that Luke is saying this on Twitter and then doubling down on it with his source, saying this source is completely reputable, wholly and completely reputable, the way he's talking about this sounds to me like he means what he's saying and he's not just doing it for clicks. You guys, we're going to read the article here. You guys can let me know what you think. Do you think this is reputable? Do you think it's not? And give me your thoughts on whether you think this is about to go down or not. So here we go, man. fourthandjawn.com. Here we go. Doug Pederson reportedly stepping down after the 2020 season. It has been reported to me, Luke Stanfield, that Doug Pederson has reached his breaking point and is ready to step down following the 2020 season. This news comes immediately after the Eagles lost their Week 13 matchup with the Green Bay Packers. There have been multiple leaks that Pederson has been growing increasingly unhappy. A Bleeding Green Nation story from Brandon Lee Gouton surfaced back in November that was titled "Some Are Saying that Doug Pederson Wouldn't Be Totally Unhappy If He Ends Up Getting Fired." Including in this story were excerpts from a conversation between former Eagles president Joe Banner and Daily News reported Paul Domowitch. Domo stated, Doug Pederson clearly is frustrated right now with what's happening. There are people both inside and outside of the organization who have told me he wouldn't be totally unhappy if he ends up getting fired. He won't have any trouble getting another head job. He might have more to say over personnel someplace else. What do you think? In which Banner responded, if he is, and I doubt he is, reaching the point where he's kind of had it. He said, I doubt he is. He's probably just frustrated with internal dynamics and maybe some things that he had to do that didn't work out or things that he would like to do that he isn't being allowed to do. That's when it becomes a little bit hopeless as a head coach and makes you feel like you can't overcome it. If anything is going on, that's likely the cause rather than the external pressure of negative stories and talk show criticism. This is a very telling conversation, as Banner distinctly pointed out, the possible rift between Doug Pederson and the front office. Pederson has confirmed reports of divvying up play calling responsibilities with QB coach Press Taylor in Week 13. This was a telltale of Pederson's unhappiness and ultimate hopelessness with the organization. This inevitable breakup between the Eagles and their only Super Bowl winning head coach has been evident for weeks, but nobody wanted to accept it. Well, it's time. Wow. That's big, that's heavy, that's here's what I think, man. First of all, I want to say this, and this is how I responded to my sister when she texted me this. I said, I just don't understand Doug Pederson's brain this year, right? How did all of those winning seasons, winning a Super Bowl, being heavy on the run, being heavy on the motion offense, being heavy on the rollouts and the play actions and all the creativity, suddenly this season, it seems like he forgot how to call plays. He forgot how to run a football team. Or was he not doing very much the entire time, and this season is the first season that he's completely in control of game planning and play calling? I know these are controversial topics because lots of people feel different ways. Lots of people come in the comments and say, you're an idiot, it's not Doug's fault, it's Wentz's fault. You're an idiot, it's not Wentz's fault, it's Doug's fault. Everybody's an idiot, it's all Howie Roseman's fault. I'm going to say it again, I say it all the time, I think it's a combination of everything. But I still witness people who it seems like don't watch every play of every game and just say, oh, here you go, you're going to fire or your head coach, your only Super Bowl winning head coach, somebody just said on Bleeding Green Nation Facebook group, a brilliant head coach is going to leave because of this organization. There's no way you've been watching every game and every play call if you think Doug Pederson is a brilliant head coach. Brilliant. It has looked like now for several weeks that Doug Pederson has no clue what he's doing. But because of that, because of his play calling, because of everything that's happened with Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts and this whole situation, it seems like Doug Pederson can't take the heat. It seems like, I'm just going to give you my opinion. If you disagree with it, it's fine. I think Doug Pederson won a Super Bowl, got such a level of arrogance, put himself on such a pedestal that he now cannot handle the criticism. The criticism that is coming directly from his handling of this situation, his handling of Carson Wentz, his refusal to help Carson Wentz with play calling, play action, rollouts, getting him out of the pocket, getting more short passing routes to help him because there's no time to throw the damn ball. No, drop him straight back. Receivers long developing routes. Carson has no time to throw the ball. He leads the NFL in sacks. The play calling is horrendous. And Doug should have known it was going to come down from the media. But now every single day after a football game, he has to get up in front of the media. They ask him questions, and he can't take the heat because everybody's coming at him. Doug, that's just part of the job. You won a Super Bowl, you thought you were immune forever? It doesn't work like that, my guy. Your play calling has been trash. Your game planning has been trash. Your team doesn't look prepared to play ever. And now, you abandon the run. You don't give Miles Sanders the ball at all. Nothing you do makes any sense. And now the media is coming after you for it, and you can't handle it. So that's what it is. Doug Pederson knows he can get another head coaching job, and instead of fanning the flames, instead of standing in the fire, swallowing his pride and taking it on the chin, he's going to run away from controversy. That's what he's going to do. He's going to say, you know what? I don't need this. Everybody wants to say mean things about me. Everybody wants to blame me for what's going on. I don't need this. I'm out of here. And here's a prediction. You heard it here first. When Doug Pederson steps down and he gets another head coaching job because he won a Super Bowl, he's going to fail again for about 2 seasons because Doug Pederson is not the one who won that Super Bowl. It was Frank Reich. Doug Pederson cannot game plan, cannot create plays, cannot manage a game, cannot call plays on the field, cannot manage the clock, cannot establish a run game, does not know when to go for 2, when to not go for 2, does not when to go for on 4th down, when to not go on 4th down. Doug Pederson didn't win that Super Bowl. And if you disagree with it right now, that's fine. Come back to this video in 2 years when Doug Pederson is with another team and fails for 2 seasons in a row. Unless he has a good offensive coordinator. Then that negates everything I just said. Because that's how Doug Pederson won the Super Bowl. He had an absolute genius offensive coordinator. Let's finish this article real quick. And then I'm going to give you my opinion on Carson Wentz and whether we should move on or whether we should keep Carson. So who's to blame? Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie did not allot enough power to Pederson. Whether it be in the roster management sector or assessing the current quarterback situation, this has rubbed Doug the wrong way, and he understands that he could have more say elsewhere, so why not leave? I don't disagree with that. You know, people keep saying it's not Doug's fault, it's Howie's fault. No, I rip Howie Roseman every chance I get. If you're new to this channel, you might not understand that. I cannot stand Howie Roseman. That guy has done a horrendous job the past 3 seasons. Drafting, refusing to trade for players that could better your team, refusing to make a move for a linebacker, refusing to make a move for a wide receiver, just the guy missing on DK Metcalf, missing on, I guess, Justin Jefferson now, even though I feel I'm still in the middle on that one. But Howie Roseman has done a horrible job. Howie Roseman needs to be fired. I'm already on there. But Doug Pederson has also been an enormous problem the last 3 seasons. Pederson knows his worth and will not have any issue finding a job elsewhere. There are a few teams that will be looking for a head coach in the offseason: Falcons, Lions, Texans, and most likely the Chargers. These are all desirable destinations, as there is ample amounts of talent present in all of these organizations. Doug Pederson will be the most targeted coach on the market, and he knows that. And hey, I mean, go ahead, man. I'm telling you guys, man, when Frank Reich left in 2017, everything went downhill. Doug Pederson doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. Anybody that doesn't believe that by now is lying to themselves, and you're going to find out when he goes to another team and the same thing happens. Just watch it. Just watch it happen. Just watch it happen. Now, the last thing I want to say here is Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz has been a main issue also. It's all 3. It's Howie Roseman. It's Doug Pederson. It's 4. It's Jim Schwartz. And it's Carson Wentz's play. All 4 of these people are accountable for what happened to this team this season. All 4. Wentz has been atrocious. Carson Wentz does not look in shape. He doesn't even look half as quick and agile as he was in 2017. He doesn't look anything close to his decision-making, his accuracy, anything. And that's all on Carson Wentz not doing anything in the offseason. I know the offensive line is bad. I know the play calling is bad. But you saw Jalen Hurts come in here last night, and you saw him bounce out of the pocket as soon as it collapsed. You saw him roll to his right and throw a touchdown on 4th and 18, and it wasn't a designed rollout. He got himself out of the pocket. We keep yelling about Doug Pederson not getting Carson Wentz out of the pocket, and he needs to. But Jalen Hurts got his damn self out of the pocket. That's what Carson Wentz used to do. Carson just stands in the pocket and gets hit. Jalen Hurts, bam, out of the pocket. But if Carson Wentz gets traded, let's say to the Indianapolis Colts, because Frank Reich would put everything on the table to bring Carson Wentz there. We all know he would. If Carson Wentz requests a trade, or the Eagles say, hey, we're going to try to move this contract because we're done with Carson Wentz. I don't know. And he goes to the Indianapolis Colts. And Frank Reich gets to coach him again. And Frank Reich gets to be creative with Carson Wentz again. With the motion, with the rollouts, with the play actions, with all the creativity. Carson Wentz will return to MVP form. You heard that here first too. But if Carson Wentz stays here, Doug Pederson gets fired. There's a couple scenarios here, okay? If Carson Wentz stays here, Doug Pederson steps down, Howie Roseman gets fired, then you bring a whole new staff in. You really focus on an offensive coordinator and quarterback coach that can get through to Carson Wentz and bring him out of whatever he is in and return him to his MVP level form, right? But if Doug Pederson gets steps down and Howie Roseman doesn't get fired, then Carson Wentz is screwed for another season. It's not just Doug Pederson. Howie Roseman got to go too, because the personnel decision-making has been atrocious. His contracts are bad. The team is in a horrible situation because of Howie Roseman. If Howie Roseman doesn't get fired, Carson Wentz needs to request a trade. Carson Wentz, at his age, should not stay around these people and ruin any more years of his career. He should not. Best case scenario for the Eagles, Doug Pederson steps down, Howie Roseman gets fired, a whole new staff comes in here and helps Carson Wentz get back to his MVP level form. And they trade Jalen Hurts because I think Jalen Hurts has value, and there's no reason for having 2 valuable quarterbacks on the same roster with other holes that you need to fill. If Howie Roseman doesn't get fired and Carson Wentz requests a trade, then Jalen Hurts is our starting quarterback. And we ride another season with Howie Roseman in charge of the draft, in charge of a top 5 draft pick, which is just going to be horrendous. There's just so many ways this could go. It's only going to get crazier. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for listening to me, man. Holy cow, dude. This is just the beginning of a downhill snowball effect. Absolute drama fest. The Eagles might as well be on E! Entertainment Television. They might as well come on right after Keeping Up with the Kardashians. All right, Keeping Up with the Kardashians is over. Now you guys want some more drama? Is it Basketball Wives? Is it hip-hop in L.A.? No, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. Hit the like button if you're new to the channel. Hit the like button. Hit the dislike button if you hate my guts. I really don't care. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please give me a rating and a review. I will read your reviews on the show. You guys have a great day. Peace.